Good morning, Jus4SweetZ here. Today I'm going to make a little bit of a healthier dessert. I know I make a lot of those really fattening desserts, and that's not what everybody wants. This is a good summertime, light, little sweet treat that you can stick in your mouth and go, okay, my sweet craving's over, or maybe 2 or 3. But in any case, excuse me, they're going to be something that's on the healthier side. And what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to make chocolate dipped banana pieces or bites with flaked coconut on them. So you get a nice tropical chocolate banana coconut flavor. So what we're going to do is I took one banana and I cut it into 5 chunks, as you can see, and they're about 1 inch to 2 inches thick. Depends on what bite you want. And I froze them for about 30 minutes in the freezer just to give them a little bit of texture, a little bit harder, so that we can stick that toothpick in there or our stick and it's not going to fall right off when we're dipping. So I have a couple of examples here. I have some toothpicks that I'm going to put in some of them. Now you could, if you're having a party and you want to serve these as little appetizer desserts, use toothpicks. I need one more. If you are wanting to display them for like a party or a shower and you want them to be a little bit more on the fancy side, go and get lollipop sticks at your craft store. And this is actually a cookie stick. I'm out of my lollipop sticks, but the cookie sticks, you don't get as many for your money, so it's better to use the lollipop sticks. And actually, I'm going to use the lollipop stick in a little bit of a bigger surface here. So you can stick that right up there, see? And then it holds it really nicely. And then you get something a little bit more decorative. So it just depends on what you're doing it for. And you can make these and display them around and everybody can come and pick one up. Or you can wrap these in cellophane. Or these are more of just stick them on a platter and they're bite size. So I have my chocolate melting over here in my chocolate melter. This is made by Wilton, and you can get this at any craft store. I think even Walmart has them. And it just makes it much easier than the microwave method. I think I show you on one of my videos, maybe it's the chocolate dip marshmallows or one of those that you can do it in the microwave as well. So let's get started here. I have a little bowl of shredded coconut here, and we're going to go ahead. We'll start with the big one, and we're just going to, and you can pull this out, see? That's what makes it nice. And don't be alarmed if your stick gets loose. That's going to happen. You want to drain that excess chocolate off, because you don't want it to be overly chocolatey, unless you're a chocoholic, which I am, so the more chocolate the better for me. And you're going to go ahead and you're just going to dip those in your shredded coconut. It's okay if you get chocolate in your coconut. Stick that back on the plate. Now I have this plate with parchment, it's parchment paper lined, because, you know, obviously the chocolate does not stick to the parchment paper and you can let it set up. Now what I like to do, just to give it a little bit more security, I'm kind of funny about my things falling apart. I like them to be right. So on that top where we have the stick in, you can add some more chocolate, or better yet, you can dip the stick into the chocolate before you dip it in the banana, and it'll cool in there and it'll help adhere it to the stick so it doesn't fall out when people take a bite. You could do the same thing with this. Just dip it in chocolate. This is what I'm saying. Dip it in chocolate, dip it in the banana. See? And then you can let it cool that way. It's actually probably a better idea because, like I said, I don't like my things to fall apart. So stick that in there like that, like so. And see, as it cools, it's going to help stick to the banana a little bit better. So before you stick any of your sticks in there, go ahead and do this. It'll make it much easier than trying to cover each top. Okay, so it's got to adhere a little bit. I don't really have time for that, but I'm going to go ahead and keep dipping so you can see what we're doing. And as I dip these, then you'll know that they cool inside, and then you don't have to worry about it. And you can even, like, if it's easier for you than rolling it in there, just kind of go along and go like that. Now, you can cover the banana fully like I did on the stick, which I find is really nice for a gift to cover everything up. But you got to remember, too, that bananas, as the air gets to them, if you don't dip them in lemon juice, then they oxidize and they turn a brown color because the sugars start coming through. So I really don't want to dip these in lemon juice because I really don't want any lemony flavor with our banana and our chocolate and our coconut. So my best suggestion is if you're having a party, if you're just doing it for a snack for yourself, do it like this. I mean, you're going to eat them faster than you're going to serve them. If you're doing them for a party or an event, do them like this, where you cover the whole banana so you prevent that oxidation of the bananas. Now see, this is stuck in there. See how it cooled and it's stuck? So we don't have to sit and stress, even though it is still moving inside. Okay. So let's do this. I'm just going to go ahead, and it makes it easier on me if I just throw the coconut on than trying to roll it. But these are a nice little tropical snack. Well, that didn't work either, did it? So, I don't have a bleeper to bleep that out. But that's okay. You get the hint, right? Everybody has to learn by trial and error. Okay. Stick that in there. Roll that coconut on there. I actually saw this idea on a cooking show, and I thought, ooh, I would love to share this with my YouTube viewers out there. And they actually did it this way, the way I'm doing it, where they stuck the toothpick in and they just rolled it in the coconut. So I'm trying to make it a little bit fancier, and sometimes I do that and I end up making just a big mess. So let's just stick by the way I saw it. Roll it in the coconut. Now what you're going to want to do with these, after you roll these, you will stick these back in the freezer, and you're going to want to let these set up. So I would say stick them in the freezer for about 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Oh, now I'm making a big mess. I was trying to cover the top of that banana. 20 to 30 minutes, and let this harden up and let that banana get cold. This is, you know, it's basically dipped frozen banana. So I pre-chilled them. They're a little bit frozen from being pre-chilled. I would say pre-chill for 30 minutes. Go ahead and do your dipping. I can't handle the dirty stick, so I'm going to change that. Go ahead and dip those, and then I want you to stick these back in the freezer for a good 30 minutes or so before you serve them. Now that's not too long of a dessert. That's a quick dessert. If you're impatient, stick them in your mouth and don't have a frozen banana. But these are intended to be frozen, and they're going to be delicious, and they're going to be nice and refreshing and just have a really yummy flavor. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a bite because I can freeze these and eat them later frozen, but I want to try them while I have them done. And the banana's cold because I froze them for 30 minutes before. Nice and satisfying to the taste buds with the chocolate, and the coconut gives you that sweet sensation. Not to mention bananas are sweet already. So that's my spiel on frozen dipped bananas bites. I didn't say that right. Let's rephrase that. These are a good, yummy appetizer, sweet treat dessert, and we're going to call these our little frozen banana bites that are dipped in chocolate and coconut. Now feel free to dip these in anything you want. Replace the dark chocolate with white chocolate. Replace your coconut with some peanut butter chips, maybe just some sprinkles. How about some cookie crumbs? There's a lot of things you can put on the outside of these that would make them really yummy. So you make your decision, but this is a good starter for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, hit the like button. Feel free to leave me any comments.